Vietnam has emerged as a manufacturing powerhouse in recent decades, transforming its economy and positioning itself as a key player on the global stage. Its economy has experienced remarkable growth, driven by a combination of strategic investments, government policies, and a dynamic workforce. Foreign investment has poured in, attracted by Vietnam's favorable business environment and competitive labor costs. The country has become a key player in global supply chains, producing everything from electronics to textiles. Vietnam's success can be attributed to its young and skilled workforce, which is continually being developed through education and training programs. Furthermore, the government has implemented business-friendly policies including tax incentives and infrastructure development to attract and retain investors. Vietnam's strategic location is another advantage, providing easy access to major markets in Asia and beyond. It is situated in the heart of Southeast Asia, making it a convenient hub for trade and commerce. This provides easy access to major shipping lanes, facilitating the efficient movement of goods. The country has also benefited from free trade agreements which have opened up new markets and opportunities for growth. These agreements have opened up markets around the world, allowing Vietnamese products to reach a global audience. Vietnam's rise is a testament to its economic potential and the resilience of its people. The country has overcome numerous challenges, including a war-torn past and a legacy of poverty, to achieve its current status. These include a war-torn past and a legacy of poverty, which have been significant obstacles on its path to development. Today, Vietnam stands as a model of economic development, showcasing what can be achieved through determination and strategic planning. Its journey offers valuable lessons for other developing nations, demonstrating the importance of investment in human capital and infrastructure. Vietnam's success story, however, faces new challenges, including geopolitical tensions and economic uncertainties. The United States, a key trading partner, has announced plans for tariffs, which could impact Vietnam's export-driven economy. These tariffs target Vietnamese goods, potentially disrupting trade and economic growth. This development has sent shockwaves through the global economy, highlighting the interconnectedness of modern trade. The United States has announced plans to impose tariffs on a range of Vietnamese goods. This move marks a significant escalation in the ongoing trade tensions between the two nations. These tariffs are part of a broader trade dispute that has been simmering for months. The U.S. government believes that these measures are necessary to address what it sees as unfair trade practices by Vietnam. The United States has accused Vietnam of engaging in unfair trade practices, which they claim have harmed American businesses and workers. These accusations include currency manipulation, where Vietnam is alleged to have devalued its currency to gain an unfair advantage in trade, and intellectual property theft, which involves the unauthorized use of American innovations and brands. The tariffs are expected to have a significant impact on Vietnam's economy. Many industries in Vietnam rely heavily on exports to the United States, and these new tariffs could disrupt their operations. They could lead to job losses and reduced exports, affecting the livelihoods of thousands of Vietnamese workers and their families. The tariffs could also dampen foreign investment in Vietnam, as investors may become wary of the increased risks associated with the trade dispute. The United States argues that the tariffs are necessary to protect American jobs and industries from unfair competition. They believe that these measures will help to create a more level playing field for American businesses. By imposing these tariffs, the U.S. aims to encourage fairer trade practices and support domestic businesses that have been struggling to compete with cheaper imported goods. Vietnam has denied the allegations of unfair trade practices, stating that its economic policies are in line with international standards and are designed to promote sustainable growth. The Vietnamese government argues that its economic policies are aimed at fostering development and improving the standard of living for its citizens. In response to the U.S. tariffs, Vietnam has vowed to take retaliatory measures, which could further escalate the trade conflict between the two countries. This could lead to a full-blown trade war, with both sides imposing additional tariffs and other trade barriers, causing further disruptions to global trade. The trade tensions between the United States and Vietnam are a cause for concern for businesses and investors around the world. The uncertainty created by these disputes can have far-reaching effects on the global economy. They threaten to disrupt global trade, affecting supply chains and market stability. Businesses that rely on international trade may face increased costs and delays. The ongoing trade tensions also create uncertainty for businesses, making it difficult for them to plan for the future and invest in growth. The situation highlights the importance of dialogue and cooperation in resolving trade disputes. Both countries need to work together to find a mutually beneficial solution that promotes fair trade and economic stability. The United States tariffs on Vietnamese goods are expected to have far-reaching consequences, affecting not just the two countries involved, but the entire global economy. These tariffs could disrupt global supply chains, causing a ripple effect that impacts businesses and consumers worldwide. Many multinational companies have operations in Vietnam, taking advantage of its skilled labor force and cost-effective manufacturing capabilities. These companies rely heavily on the country for manufacturing and assembly of a wide range of products from electronics to textiles. The tariffs could force companies to rethink their supply chains, potentially leading to significant shifts in their operational strategies. They may have to relocate production to other countries, which could be a costly and time-consuming process. This could lead to higher costs and delays in the production and delivery of goods, affecting the entire supply chain. Consumers could also face higher prices for goods, as companies pass on the increased costs to them. The tariffs underscore the interconnectedness of the global economy, highlighting how actions in one part of the world can have far-reaching effects. They highlight the importance of free trade and open markets, which facilitate the smooth flow of goods and services across borders. The tariffs also raise questions about the future of globalization and the stability of international trade agreements. The tariffs are a stark reminder that trade wars have no winners, only losers on all sides. They hurt businesses and consumers alike, leading to economic uncertainty and hardship. They also damage the global economy, causing slowdowns and recessions that can take years to recover from. It is in the best interests of all countries to work towards a rules-based trading system, ensuring fair and equitable trade for all. The United States tariffs on Vietnamese goods are expected to hit the tech sector particularly hard. Vietnam is a major producer of electronics. These include smartphones, computers, and semiconductors. Many global tech giants have manufacturing facilities in Vietnam. The tariffs could disrupt the production of these devices. They could also lead to higher prices for consumers. The tariffs come at a time when the global chip shortage is already causing problems. The tariffs could further exacerbate the shortage. This could have a ripple effect on other industries. These include automotive, healthcare, and aerospace. The tariffs highlight the importance of semiconductors in the global economy. They also underscore the need for diversification in the supply chain. The tariffs could accelerate the trend of reshoring. This is the practice of bringing manufacturing back to the United States. Section 5 Fashion's Uncertain Future, From Garments to Footwear. The U.S. tariffs are also expected to have a significant impact on the fashion industry. Vietnam is a major producer of garments, footwear, and textiles. Many American brands source their products from Vietnam. The tariffs could lead to higher prices for clothing and shoes in the U.S. They could also force brands to find new suppliers. This could disrupt supply chains and lead to delays. The tariffs come at a time when the fashion industry is already facing challenges. These include rising labor costs and increased competition. The tariffs could further squeeze profit margins. They could also force brands to reconsider their sourcing strategies. The tariffs highlight the interconnectedness of the global fashion industry. They also underscore the need for sustainability and ethical sourcing practices. Section 6 Ripple Effects. Southeast Asia braces for impact. The U.S. tariffs on Vietnamese goods are not just a bilateral issue. They are expected to have ripple effects throughout Southeast Asia. Many countries in the region are integrated into global supply chains. They rely heavily on trade with the U.S. The tariffs could lead to a decline in demand for goods from Southeast Asia. This could hurt economic growth in the region. The tariffs could also accelerate the shift of manufacturing to other countries. This could benefit countries like Bangladesh, India, and Mexico. The tariffs highlight the importance of regional cooperation in Southeast Asia. They also underscore the need for diversification in trade partners. Section 7 Unintended Consequences. U.S. businesses grapple with fallout. While the U.S. tariffs are intended to protect American jobs, they could also have unintended consequences for U.S. businesses. Many American companies rely on Vietnamese suppliers. They could face higher costs and delays as a result of the tariffs. The tariffs could also make American goods less competitive in the global market. This is because they would be more expensive. The tariffs could lead to job losses in the US. This is because some companies may be forced to downsize or relocate. The tariffs highlight the complex relationship between trade and the economy. They underscore the need for a nuanced approach to trade policy. Section 8. Vietnam's Countermeasures, Diversification and Beyond. Vietnam is not standing idly by in the face of US tariffs. The country is taking steps to mitigate the impact of the tariffs. These include diversifying its trade partners. Vietnam is also seeking to boost domestic demand. Vietnam is also investing in infrastructure and education. This is to enhance its competitiveness. The country is also working to improve its business environment. This is to attract more foreign investment. Vietnam's response to the tariffs demonstrates its resilience. It also highlights the importance of a proactive approach to economic challenges. Section 9. A New World Order. Navigating the complexities of global trade. The US tariffs on Vietnamese goods are part of a broader trend of rising protectionism. This trend is being driven by a number of factors. These include economic nationalism, concerns about globalization, and the rise of China. The trend of protectionism is a cause for concern. It threatens to undermine the rules-based trading system. It could also lead to a global economic slowdown. The current trade tensions highlight the need for a new approach to global trade. This approach must be based on cooperation, fairness, and sustainability. It must also address the concerns of all countries, both developed and developing. The future of the global economy depends on it.